And this one was hard for me to figure out how to fully celebrate. So we're doing this a little bit in an unconventional way. The entire 215-ish, Kate, correct me, team of volunteer interpreters gets one big, giant, fat award because holy cow, what the interpreters did this year was 250, Kate says, was unbelievable. The interpreters made a seamless somehow transition, like within a day, from coming on site, interpreting in person, to being phone interpreters. Interpreters, feel free to let us know in the chat, like, which do you prefer for those who experience both? Which is easier? Which feels more like you're a part of something? You didn't blink. And from the volunteers who helped me create the resources to support you in that transition, to our volunteer trainers who I said, when we started to be able to say we can start recruiting again, we think, for this new setup, made PowerPoints, because I forgot to even think of that we would need that, because usually we just had printed packets and they just made them, and found new ways to lift up our community and grow it. To the volunteers who joined us for the first time during COVID, having no relationship with community health, not being able to come on site, not knowing what you were getting into, having a volunteer experience that existed alone in your room like everything else this year, and still finding meaning in it, to the volunteers who led shadow shifts, which is a new thing we created to better support our remote volunteers, and kind of helped us create a buddy system. Truly, like every single aspect of the volunteer department, or of the interpreter department, went so above and beyond. And can I tell you, Steph, we had our, like, one of our first COVID meetings to prepare, and she was like, Ava, I don't want to have a single appointment canceled because of a lack of interpreters. And I gave her a look, because I was like, that has never happened. There's never been a week in my 6 years at Community Health, like, give me a break. And you were like, Ava? And I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. And since COVID hit, we have not canceled one single appointment due to an interpreter shortage. Yes, everyone come up, like, see, I have goosebumps on my arms. You don't realize that has never happened. So the commitment, dealing with our new, like, scheduling model where we're doing all of these matches and all these extra emails. I want to shout out Kate, who joined my team and has taken on a lot of that work. Like, it has transformed drastically. And I can't believe what happened with the interpreters this year. It's absolutely remarkable. And I thank each and every one of you so much for committing to a very different experience and making the best of it and finding ways to improve it. It is just unreal. I truly can't believe it. Like, the interpreter thing was always hard. Making sure we weren't canceling appointments felt really a heavy weight, and that it actually happened, stunning, stunning. So thank you, everybody who is contributing to make our language access guarantee solid throughout this year and all the years to come. So hooray, every single interpreter in any fashion.